Yung bab The death toll from Tropical Storm Dante has reached 4. State Weather Bureau Pagasa says that Dante will likely weaken into a tropical depression on Friday. And it looks like we're still pretty far from finally ditching our face shields. The health department maintains that wearing one in public adds a layer of protection against COVID-19. Former Camarines Sur Representative Rolando Andaya Jr. teases a possible Sara Gibo tandem in next year's polls. The Senate Committee on Energy is set to investigate the rotational brownouts affecting parts of Luzon. And in lighter news, a motorist is getting praises online after helping a delivery rider who got lost along NLEX. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Shawn Yao. Tropical Storm Dante has decelerated as it moves northwestward over the West Philippine Sea. Pagasa says that Dante will likely weaken into a tropical depression on Friday. Let's talk to NDRRMC spokesman Mark Timbal about the damage that was brought about by the tropical storm. Good evening again, Mark. What's the situation on the ground like today? It is already Thursday. And have our numbers moved? Of course, the death toll has climbed to 4. Hello, Mark? Can you still hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Yes, we're just asking, the update and how things are on the ground as of today, and if our numbers in terms of casualties has gone up.
Yeah, weather is generally improving in those areas that the storm has already passed, especially in Mindanao and in the Visayas. However, you're correct. Our death toll is already at 4. But the verification continues on whether the circumstance of the death of these people are really connected to Dante. So we are monitoring the developments in the verification procedure. We have registered 2 injured persons coming from Region 11 and 7 missing persons. This includes the 4 fishermen that went missing in Capiz province and 3 persons who were caught in the onrush of floodwaters in Region 8 and in Region 9. We have received reports of damages related to agricultural produce, rice and corn, totaling to 14,603,719 pesos. These were reported from Regions 12 and Caraga. We have also received information of 3,090 families, or totaling to 12,071 persons, that have been taking temporary shelters in 104 evacuation centers across Region 11, 12, and Caraga. So far, Ms. Shawn, we haven't had any reports of lahar flow incidences in Mayon, Taal, and in Pinatumo. But the Philippines had issued early warnings relative to the occurrence of possible lahar flow in the area, and our local government units are monitoring the situation.
All right, that's very good to hear. Now, just checking, Mark, if there are still any impassable roads anywhere, maybe in the Visayas or Mindanao at the moment, has there been any significant damage to infrastructure?
So far, the assessment is still ongoing. We received reports that 2 roads and 3 bridges were reported not passable in Region 7, Region 11, and 12. But because of the improving weather, and it's possible that the flood situation is already improving as well, some of these roads and bridges would become passable soon. We're still waiting for DPWH to provide us details coming from the regions on any damaged infrastructure.
All right, looks like we are recovering from this first, at least, fourth storm this year.
Yeah.
Thank you for
We still
that,
have 16
Mark.
to go.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
time and stay safe. That was
Thank you very much.
NDRRMC spokesman Mark Timbal on the line. And the health department has booked a proposal to do away with face shields, saying that these actually add a layer of protection against COVID-19. Greg Gregorio has the full report.
More than a year into the COVID-19 pandemic, some people have gotten tired of complying with the face shield requirement on top of face masks. They say using one in public places isn't convenient.
Kasi siyempre, istorbo sa lahat, mahirap huminga.
Lalo pag pumapasok ng grocery, halos yung init ng katawan, hindi makahinga.
For some, it's just an additional expense.
Para sa akin, magastos siya, tsaka hassle. Palaisipan sa akin itong pandemya na to parang pera-pera na lang
Even Manila Mayor Isko Moreno wants to revisit the protocol.
Baka pwede na itong revisit, no? Para na sa ganoon, makatulong man lang tayo sa mabawasan yung gastusin ng bawat tao.
For infectious disease expert Dr. Benjamin Ko, face shields can be used exclusively in hospital settings, but Malacanang doesn't agree.
Right now, parang walang kinakailangan ng compromise because it is a scientific fact na nakakatulong po ang pagsusuot ng face shield.
The health department says wearing face shields on top of face masks, as well as complying with physical distancing protocols, could bring 99% protection. The DOH says these are all the more important as the country sees an increase in cases driven by spikes in Visayas and Mindanao. Officials said one primary reason is non-compliance to health standards.
Alam ko hindi madali, hindi convenient yung naka-face shield ka, lalo na ako may salamin pa ako. Pero I think these are yung mga kailangan talaga sa ngayon, no? Let's adhere and let's comply because these are necessary to protect ourselves.
One good news though, monthly COVID-19 deaths are down by 77 in May from 111 in April due to increased health system capacity. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
And active COVID-19 cases in the country have breached the 56,000 mark after 7,200 new infections were reported today. The death toll now stands at above 21,000, with 199 more fatalities confirmed over the last 24 hours. Total recoveries, meanwhile, have reached 1.1 million, with 3,400 new survivors logged today. As for the vaccine rollout, some 5.3 million Filipinos have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 shots as of June 2. Only 1.3 million people have so far been fully vaccinated. The Senate Committee on All right, moving on to other news. Former Defense Secretary Gibo met with Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte today, hinting at a likely Sara-Gibo tandem in the 2022 national elections. With the caption, "Done deal," former Camarines Sur Representative Rolando Andaya posted a photo of him with Teodoro on their way to Davao City. Andaya said Teodoro and the presidential daughter discussed COVID-19 matters at a meeting.
una na pag-usapan nung aking president at vice president, ang lalim ng usapan nila, parang soulmates, kumbaga, na nagkita, pero soulmates talaga. At meron pang magandang mensahe, pinakita ang tandem na to.
In today's palace briefing, spokesman Harry Roque enumerated names that will likely be endorsed by President Duterte in next year's elections. Among the personalities floated were Senator Bongo, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and Bongbong Marcos. Roque reiterated that President Duterte does not want Mayor Sara to seek the presidency.
Narinig ko po personally ang presidente as of last Monday, no? May tumawag po sa kanya, hindi ko na sasabihin kung sino, at ang sinabi po niya, hindi pa rin daw po tatakbo si Mayor Inday Sara, no? At ang rekomendasyon nga po daw niya ay huwag siyang tumakbo.
And here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. Authorities are investigating an armed encounter along the Silangan exit of SLEX in Calamba, Laguna, where 2 unidentified men were killed. Based on initial reports, the fatalities are members of a notorious robbery or kidnapping group. The Senate will launch an investigation into the rotational blackouts that affected parts of Luzon. Energy Committee Chair Sherwin Gatchalian said the Energy Department must be held accountable for its failure to address power supply shortages since 2016. And Sri Lanka has deployed hundreds of soldiers to clean up the beaches after a cargo ship containing tons of chemicals sank off of the country's western coast. The Sri Lankan government has also banned fishing along an 80-kilometer stretch of the island's coastline. And one motorist extended help to a food delivery rider who was spotted traversing the North Luzon Expressway. Motorist Gab Constantino saw the delivery rider passing through the NLEX. Motorcycles with engines below 400cc displacement are not allowed on expressways. Knowing this, Constantino flagged down the rider and helped him carry his motorcycle inside his car until they found a road that he was allowed to ply. The food delivery rider said that he got lost along the way and ended up in the NLEX. Constantino gained praises online, calling him Good Samaritans for helping out the delivery rider. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.